Hello and welcome to Roman Roads Press. I would like to walk through what it looks like to purchase a year of Old Western culture. That's the most common way that clients will purchase the Old Western culture, and the various options you have, especially the various formats. So first of all, this is the overview page. It kind of shows what's included. You can go directly to the full year or the units here. You get a little bit of a preview. But once you're ready, you go to purchase the Greeks. I'll go ahead and start with the Greeks. By the way, it is not required that you start with the Greeks, though all other things all else equal, we do recommend you start with the Greeks. We do have a dedicated video about that in our FAQ at the bottom of our website, right there. When you've come to the page, you have a little overview about what the unit is, ability to buy just the readers or the workbooks, but these are the three options right here. Format of the video, which is the core of the course, the workbook, or the reader. So first of all, a couple notes. This is a purchase. This is not a subscription, which makes this the most affordable Great Books program out there, because often this is the price you have without books for which is a yearly subscription if you compare it to other courses, other curriculums. So the first of all, this is the default because this is always included. So let's go to video format. You can add DVDs, but you always have streaming. We don't want parents to have to choose between the two. Streaming is the highest quality. It's the best experience. However, there are good reasons to have the older DVDs as backup. The internet goes out. You're not, who knows what might happen in this crazy world. It's great to have something on the shelf. And so there are a lot of people who prefer to have that as a backup, even if they primarily use the streaming. One quick note there, that is one license, so the DVDs should be paired with the streaming per family. The workbook format is this is one that parents will have a choice of either purchasing printed from us or printing themselves. These range between 50, 60 pages, and so it is printable, but it is on the high side to print. So about half to 2/3 of our clients veer towards getting the printed workbook. You can write in it, it's consumable, but you always have the PDF as backup as well. So, if you need a few extra pages for a second sibling, you can always print that. That's always available to you, but we do generally recommend the workbooks. The readers, we now have a paperback as well as hardback, and then PDF is always included. Now, we don't recommend anyone read these great works of literature on a PDF, at least the full works. But the PDFs are fantastic for reference. And if you are using a different edition, it's great to reference the edition that we have. Sometimes that's helpful. That Control Find or Command Find F to find a part of a passage is also very useful. Students will love that when they're writing a paper. And but we do recommend that students have some form of physical version of the books. Now, another aspect of our curriculum is we don't require you to use our readers. This was another way that we did this very intentionally to help bring the cost down for certain families. If you already have an expansive home library, you probably own quite a few of these books. Now, for certain units, it's like the epics. You probably own the Iliad and the Odyssey. If you don't, it's about time you own a few editions. With other units like Drama and Lyric, which is the second unit, that's the one that are more popular as a reader, and we really do recommend, because you'd have to own quite a few, 10 different books in the case of Drama and Lyric, and you're not reading the entire, it's often anthologies. And so that was the first one we published because it was the most helpful. So we do recommend, whether it's your own editions that you've curated over the years, or our edition, or if you have your own books, but you want something to scribble in. And that kind of brings me between readers that are paperbacks versus hardbacks. We now offer these beautiful hardbacks. I've got one right here. And these hardbacks are going to be, more durable. And if you're planning to somewhat consume these books, write in them, throw them in the backpack, maybe even dog-ear the pages, really annotate them, and view them somewhat as a consumable classic, the paperback might be the better choice for you. Get one for each kid. The hardbacks, you might want to be more careful in the annotations, treat them a little better, but at the end of the day, you want them back on the shelf looking beautiful, keep them for a future generation. That would be if you want, that's where I would encourage the hardback. So that's really up to you. So the PDFs are always included. They're great, but please have some kind of physical edition of the works. We do recommend. So as you can choose the different ones, the price updates automatically, and you can just kind of play around with that. So you have everything you need. The other thing is I just want to show that if you go to an individual unit, you have all these same options, and then if once you've purchased it, how do you access all these materials? You would log in and go to My Courses for the videos, and then Materials for all the downloadables, and they'll be available immediately after purchase. The other thing you'll find under Materials is the exams, exam A and B for each unit. So that's 2 exams per unit. That's 8 exams per year, as well as an answer key for a grading guide for parents. So there we go. I hope that is helpful to you. If you are considering Old Western culture for the first time and you have other questions, please reach out. We'd be happy to answer them. Also, do check out our FAQ video series. We do go through several different questions about how to use the curriculum, various aspects of things like reading aloud versus reading physical books, using it in a co-op setting, various things like that. So reach out with any questions. We'd be happy to answer them. Thanks so much.